Hey Aries, welcome to your weekly forecast for March 14th through the 20th. As you may notice, I've got different surroundings here. I'm not in my normal environment. I'm on the road at the time of recording these videos. So, a little bit different setup. We're going to connect and see what messages are coming up for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We do have a full moon in Virgo on the 18th. I'm going to check in and see how these energies are affecting our Aries friends. You might stumble upon this video after the time frame I mentioned. That's just fine. You're going to find it whenever you were meant to find it, whenever it was time for you to hear the messages. These are general readings for the collective. Not every single message will resonate. Take what does and leave what doesn't. I think we need one more shuffle here. Alright, we're going to come in here and see what is coming up for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. First card coming up here for Aries is the Five of Swords. Now this is interesting. Keep in mind, as I said, we have the full moon in Virgo happening on the 18th. And full moons are a time of release. It's a time of when we let go of stuff. Even if you don't know how to do a full moon release, or you're like, I don't know how to do a full moon ceremony or meditation or release, we will still release naturally. As we're healing, as we're ascending, it's a time that we will naturally release. So the fact that the Five of Swords is coming up for Aries gives me the feeling in the sense that in this full moon energy, you are going to be burning some bridges. You are going to be doing some serious hardcore cord cutting here. But, and Aries, I'm not saying this to be a negative Nancy. For some of you, as you're coming into this full moon energy, emotions might be heightened. Maybe not even so much in yourself, maybe in the people around you. And there can be somebody who's feeling like they're losing control of you. They're not in control of you anymore. Or they're jealous or they're envious of the way that things have been going for you. And the emotions might be running high for this person. And they might come at you in such a way that you're just shutting it down. You're burning the bridge. You're like, nope, I'm not going to hold space for this in my life. And I'm not going to deal with this. I'm not going to tolerate with this. You might be burning some bridges. Now, the other way that the Five of Swords comes up. Sometimes for me in my readings, the Five of Swords comes up because you're dealing with someone who's really, really good at figuring out how to push your buttons. They know what your fears are. They know what your insecurities are. They know what to say to make you feel a certain way, to get you to do what they want you to do, right? Like, for example, if you were growing up, if people told you that you were bossy all the time, and now you feel bad or you feel embarrassed when people think you're bossy, and you try to set a boundary with this person, something that you're entitled to do. Everybody needs to have healthy boundaries, but the second you try to set a healthy boundary, they're like, God, Aries, oh, you're so bossy. And then you're like, oh man, there I go again. Oh, maybe I said it the wrong way. Or, maybe I am overreacting. And you second guess yourself and you just kind of let it go because you don't want people to think that you're bossy. Well, when anything like that is happening, instead of getting angry and go, I'm sick of you, saying that I'm bossy and, I'm not being bossy, or shrieking back and saying, okay, well then I'll let it go. Instead of going to either of those extremes, this is a beautiful gift. You might be dealing with people who are saying things or doing things to trigger you because they're trying to control the situation. But if you can manage not to react and to step away and to just kind of write it out, like what happened, what did they say, what did they do, how did it make me feel? As far back as I can remember, what is the first time or the earliest time I remember somebody making me feel this way when I was younger or in my childhood. Who was it? What did they say? What did they do? How did, that made me feel this way? Why do I think these people did this? Why do I think they did or said these things to make me feel this way? What did they get out of it? What might have been their motivation? Then write out a forgiveness and a release to these people. Write out a forgiveness and release for yourself. Maybe you're beating yourself up and saying, oh, I'm so stupid for falling for that, or oh, I'm so stupid for giving this person another chance, or oh, I really wish I hadn't blown all up on them, or whatever it might be. Write a forgiveness and release for yourself, and then write out how you're choosing to feel about yourself and about this kind of situation from now on moving forward. If you can take the time to do that, you're going to deactivate these triggers to where they don't even exist anymore. These people can try as much as they want to poke and to push those buttons. They're not going to have any power over you because those triggers are no longer going to be active. So this tells me that in this full moon energy, Aries is going to release a lot of the things that used to trigger you. A lot of the things that used to bother you or upset you, and a lot of the things that make you feel guilty. I feel specifically there's something here about releasing things that you feel guilty about, or that you've been made to feel guilty, or that you've been blamed for in your life. It's not going to have any power over you anymore. The next card coming up here for Aries, a fire sign card, fire sign energy, Six of Wands. This is victory. This is overcoming obstacles. This is being chosen out of the competition. This is a positive word spreading about you. If you're doing something in terms of self-employment, Six of Wands says that you're going to be receiving a lot of word of mouth business or a lot of referrals. This can be victory and accomplishment in work situations, beating out the competition at work, people saying positive things about you. If there's been anybody that's been going around and trying to lie about you or trying to spread rumors about you, the Six of Wands lets us know that the truth is coming out and people are going to know that these things about you weren't true. And there's a sense of validation and vindication here for some of you with this Six of Wands. Now, I also feel here that the orange in this card is really, well, not orange, but like the yellowish orange. Like I'm seeing it more, the yellow aspect of it, or the yellow highlights of it. The yellow is really jumping out at me. So I also feel like Aries is going to be doing a lot of clearing in your solar plexus, in your identity, who you are and how you're presenting yourself to the world. I feel if you've had any blockages around that, a lot of that is going to be released, and you're going to be having a lot of energy activation in the solar plexus for Aries. Now, the next card coming up here for you all, you have the Magician, and this could definitely be both Gemini and Virgo energies, because Magician is associated with both Gemini and Virgo. If you have Gemini or Virgo placements, there can be big changes or big shifts happening for you in those areas of your life. Now, the Magician is about seeing through illusions. The Magician is about manifesting. It's coming into a time of fast manifestation, and you might see a lot of confirming signs. You might see repeating angel numbers or spirit animals. This is the universe's way of letting you know you're on the right track, you're on the right path, you're manifesting right now. So stay focused on what you want, right? Because that's what's coming in. Stay focused on the things that you want. Because we are coming into the full moon in Virgo, and there's a Virgo aspect to the Magician, I feel like a lot of you are going to be manifesting things directly connected with the Virgo full moon energy, which is going to be stability, security, um, health, well being, physical comfort, physical stability. And so some of you may even feel like there's miracles happening for you in this area of your life. Issues that you may have happened with living situations are being resolved in a very miraculous way. Um, Clearing energy. Maybe some of you have felt very overwhelmed with a situation that you feel there's been a lot of clutter, or you just don't know how to get organized or how to get out from under the clutter. You may feel that there's a miraculous turnaround or a miraculous shift in which things are becoming cleared or things are becoming organized. But I feel here a sense of where you're feeling like there's this new beginning. And for some reason, I feel like there's a renewed sense of home. Like you feel like you're around new energy in your home, or like the energy in your home environment has been cleansed or cleared or renewed. For some reason, I'm feeling that vibe here around the Magician for Aries. A sense of like a new beginning or a fresh start, and a level of comfort in your physical surroundings. The next card coming up here for Aries is the Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords is a card for me in my readings that comes up to let me know that emotionally, mentally, sometimes even physically and spiritually, you have been through the ringer. You've been through a lot. And you might be really tempted right now to push yourself hard and to get a lot of things done. But the Four of Swords is like, look, you've been through so much, and you need to acknowledge that, and you need to process that, and you need to give yourself permission to rest. You have been through a lot. It's wonderful that you're a motivated person and that you believe in taking your life in your hands and like making things happen, right? You're not the kind of person who's going to sit there and feel sorry for yourself. You're someone who's actively working towards aligning yourself with what you're trying to manifest. All that is wonderful. But right now, you need some downtime. Right now, you need some rest, and you need to honor your body. Okay? Now, because it's the full moon in Virgo, as I said, there's a sense of physical stability, physical security. There's also an element of health and well-being and holistic well-being and holistic remedies. Some of you might be taking this time to rest, to recuperate, to recover, and to figure out what works for you in your body holistically. And this might be something that is inspiring you down the road to help other people. And you might be telling people, there was a time I wasn't feeling well, but here, from my research and my experience, here are holistic remedies that did wonders for me, and I'm passionate about sharing it with other people. Some of you may be going down a holistic path, but you're starting first with yourself here with this Four of Swords. Four of Swords is also rest, recovery. Sometimes I feel an element of music with it. A lot of you might be clearing energy or healing or releasing through music and connecting with music. But the Four of Swords reminds us it's important to be gentle with ourselves at this time. You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks your moon sign or rising sign video might resonate more than your sun sign. You may need a private reading with me, which I'm more than happy to do. If you go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. There's actually a link in the description of the video that will take you to the scheduling page. Love readings for March are also linked in the description of the video. And every single day I've been doing a daily message, a card of the day. People have been asking for that. So be sure to check that out as well. I thank you all for liking, commenting, sharing, watching, subscribing. I hope you all have a wonderful week ahead, and hopefully I'll see you all in the comments and the weekly messages as well. Take care and be well, Aries.